This place shouldn't sound like much other than HVAC hums and fluorescent buzzing. Yet we've still somehow managed to give it its own eerily fitting soundtrack that can feel comforting in such an uncomfortable place. I wanted to find out why, so I took a deep dive into kenopsia and its aesthetic to find out what liminal spaces like the Backrooms should really sound like. But wait, hold up. What in the world is kenopsia? Liminal spaces don't feel so eerie and uncanny by themselves. Every one of these places is somewhere like an airport, a hallway, a stairwell, or just somewhere where you're in between what's coming up but past what came before. That's why nostalgia works very well for these images. It'll help represent that past that you stand in between, and I mean that's pretty much just the definition of liminal, but the thing that stood out was that not a single image had any signs of life in it. And that has nothing to do with being liminal, but instead, that's a part of kenopsia. Kenopsia is a feeling. It's that haunting feeling of a place full of people, but only after it's become at least mostly unoccupied. Ever been home alone after a party or just after everyone was there earlier? What about an airport or a train station on an unbusy day? Those two locations work especially well because they are also liminal, and something about that just accentuates this feeling of kenopsia. Maybe it's just the idea of leaving everything and everyone behind, but that's just a theory. Now that we know this setting, how do we get the sound? In a literal sense, the silence is very loud. Echoed footsteps, vent hums, or light buzzes. All elements that would be present, but that still doesn't explain how we make music for places like this. So allow me to try to do that while making my own song. The first thing we have to do is get the right sound. So this is Dex. It's got iconic sounds like Patch 11. You've probably heard that before. Very 80s sounding, which is great because remember how I mentioned that nostalgia is perfect for what we're about to do. But the only thing is we need to process it as if it was being played over a old intercom system or something like that. We also need a pad to create the atmosphere. And I'm sure you remember me mentioning the HVAC unit. We've got a crazy matchup today. In our left corner, HVAC unit. And to our right, we've got buzzing light.
Round one, fight!
You see this? This master chain? Yeah, this is where the magic truly happens. For now, here's the demo song I made, but you're about to watch me transform it into something a lot more immersive, okay? Do you feel immersed yet? Now that's not bad, but we're not done. All I did was get the sounds, but I still want to manipulate music theory to make it really fit this in-between space. I did a lot of research, and this is the rule set that I came up with for music theory. I have to try my best to not let it really ever resolve. Sus chords are good, slash chords are great. I will only use modes that do not have leading tones. If you don't know what a leading tone is, essentially it's when, if you're in the key of C major, this B leads into the C, right? However, if we use what I'm going to use, which is Locrian mode, see, it doesn't have this B here. I will be adding 7ths, 9ths, 13ths maybe on most likely all of the chords. Not the most danceable kind of music, but it is a vibe. To break down everything, we've got some blood overdrive there, some distortion, yada yada, honestly. Patchers, this is pretty much RC20, but it's for FL. Valhalla vintage verb with the 1980s color. Oh, booyah. and some yeah, hopefully that was helpful. Yeah.